Welcome to Pill Talking Podcast. It's your boy JT.
And Nene.
And look, man, no intro. Well, dang it, that was an intro. But that's stupid. Why did I say that? All right, well, we got a lot to talk about. We took our normal back to school break.
We did.
And the week we were
And it
actually
was
supposed
busy.
to record both of our kids share everything, including like being sick.
Sicknesses, yeah.
So we literally had to deal with like this crazy like viral infection. And if you don't have kids or you're blessed that your kids haven't had like a viral infection,
Yeah.
it's like the worst type of sickness. Not because like you are afraid like, they're gonna die or something. It's just the fact that the symptoms of like viral infections are pretty much you just gotta deal with it. 'Cause
Yeah,
there's
it
no
lasts. It's viral.
antibiotic, there's
Yeah.
no treatment. It's literally like, hey,
It has to run
treat
its
the
course.
fever and let them run its course. And so, of course, when you have kids, you have one kid that gets sick. Soon as he gets well, sibling gets sick, and it's kind of like this
Greedy kids, bro.
2 week span of just illness.
Yeah, because it literally, I don't know a viral infection that doesn't last longer than a week. The shortest.
even
Honestly,
colds and
everything,
everything,
yeah. Bad colds, at least a week. You got to be out of school for at least a week.
So, anyway,
It was,
it was terrible, but
a lot.
we, like I said, at the end of the day, we're still thankful.
luckily we had both parents. That
which is a perfect segue to what I'm about to talk about, because the reason we were able to manage this sickness of our kids is because we both live in the house together.
Yeah.
Me and Dom have kids together. We live together. We co-parent together under the same household.
Yeah.
However, there are certain people who believe that it's okay for, people to have kids as long as they can financially support them.
That's
There's
not okay.
no financial amount
What?
that could cover the
That.
last 2.5 weeks.
Right.
Like, I would have given my whole paycheck to not have to deal with a sick kid waking up in the middle of the night, screaming. I would give my child support when I would be the first one in line saying, here, take my entire paycheck because I'll have peace over this crying. So when people, so the whole thing with like Nick Cannon and like he had another woman pregnant, and I think NBA YoungBoy too, and it's like this whole thing, well, they got money though, and the kids go, and I'm like, it's more.
Are y'all crazy?
It's more than that. And when we
Yeah.
said the part that really frustrates me is we said this months ago or maybe last year,
Yeah.
and people was like, oh, at the time you still have people on the fence like, oh, it's not that many
It's okay.
kids.
It's okay.
Now he's on this one, and people were like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And like I
They
told
see
you,
he
the
ain't
behavior,
stopping.
a lot of people was saying like this behavior is kind of weird
Like he need therapy.
a year ago. But now it's to a
Something
point-
is wrong.
It took this amount to say, okay, he can't do it. And I'm like, no, in reality, we really should do our best to avoid, broken homes or like multiple broken homes, especially as a
Right.
man. Like, obviously, a woman, you can't just go out unless you just go abandon the baby. But like, men really should be very mindful not to just create these families
and
that they're absent from. Like, that's how I feel.
I honestly remember that mindset that we were talking about in the car about the guys just feeling like, there is a woman and a man complex, and this is what I do, this is what you do, and it's no changing, it's no compromising, whatever. I feel like he probably has that same mindset, because if you think about it, everything he does is literally to benefit himself. It's
Right.
he's not thinking about the women. He's not thinking about them always having to take care of their kid, like just to be there, He's not thinking about that because he's a man and he feels like I'm a man and I could go whatever as long as I.
But see, and I don't want to label him like that because I honestly do feel like Nick Cannon is a caring person, and I don't know if that's his mindset. I just don't. The whole thing when it comes to like, obviously there's a big difference between a man and a woman when it comes to just the overall process of like having a baby. Like we spoke before on the show about how like I felt useless during the first like couple of weeks because it's like literally, what could I do? Like you were breastfeeding, I could change the baby, but then it's like even that was just like a whole process. So it was like I really felt useless besides just being support for you.
Yeah.
But as a dad, I did feel kind of useless those first couple of weeks. But after that, I could definitely see where, hey, my presence is helping Dom. Like my presence is helping her as a mother,
Yeah.
as a father. Like early, I'm not gonna lie, those first 2 weeks, I was like, I feel like me being here is probably making it worse.
Yeah.
Because like I'm trying to ask questions, I'm doing this, probably aggravating her. But definitely past those first few weeks, as a man, I saw the need for a father in the home. So that's from like a 3 week. So that's 3 weeks old and beyond. So I can't subscribe. I can't be a type of man to say, like, you know, we was listening to or the Kendra G show. You got dudes on there saying like, yeah, man, I got an 8-month-old and I can date because my 8-month-old don't need a dad yet.
Like what?
What?
So and she's like, okay, well, where's the baby? The baby's with his mom. Well, then why she can't date? And he was like, I mean, I hope she's fine.
Just that whole mindset of a child doesn't need a father yet.
That's not true.
That's insane. Okay, so I had to get off my chest. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. Briefly, want to talk about the Tiffany Haddish situation with Ari Spears. Okay, first off, when I say brief, I literally have 2 sentences. Don't. And this is not just for Tiffany Haddish and dude. This is for everybody because this is a thing I'm seeing a lot now where people are literally using kids for content, and the content is not authentic. 2, it's creepy kind of. Then 3, it really does damage the child in a way that we might not learn about until they're old enough to express it.
Right.
So that's my whole thing with the Tiffany Haddish situation. Obviously, the nature of the comedy was dark.
Yes.
I felt it went too far when you actually had a real child on set recording these jokes and stuff like that. That's my opinion, though. That's all I got for that.
Yeah. As parents, also, that was inappropriate for me, I think. But, I mean, it all stemmed from foolishness anyway. It coming back up and everything.
Facts.
Which is crazy because I'm like, these people really dug and found things to drag this man. But that's also a word in itself too. I mean, you got to be careful what you put your hand in.
No, that's why I be saying,
because you never know what's gonna happen in your life. You never know.
Pop up later. That's why I tell people, be careful the stuff you put out, the stuff you say, the stuff you do, because it might, or who you talk about. Because you never know where. Like, we live in a time where, like I tell all my friends, like I play music, whatever. So I tell my friends, watch what you say about artists and music, because you're in this space. You don't ever know. Or
you literally could meet these people.
You might cross paths with these very people because you think, oh, they're famous.
Yeah.
Oh, they're this.
JT used to tell me that all the time, y'all. Like, all the time. Like, he still tells me that. But I know now not to say those things because, and it wasn't bad things. It's just like, he always be like, why you act like that? You act like you're never going to meet those people. You literally could meet those people like any day. Right. And it's very true because a lot of people I've met, and I'm like, dang, I really thought that I would never be in a place to meet those people, but you never know where life's going to take you.
So another thing, stop hitting the microphone. Anything, I want to be clear in this next thing I want to get off my chest, okay? Dom showed me a trailer to a movie. I was shocked to see a black mermaid. I did not know.
Oh my God.
I didn't know it was a real life movie.
He didn't, y'all.
Of The Little Mermaid.
He was overwhelmed.
So Dom says, "Oh, hey, let's watch this trailer together." This is
We're gonna go see it, Halle. Yeah.
Chloe's movie's coming out. The Little Mermaid.
Not Chloe.
Chloe. Whatever.
It's Halle.
Whichever one of them. Her movie's coming out. We're going to see it. So I'm like, cool. Like, man, yeah.
He did not. It was not what he was expecting.
She's singing like she's singing on the soundtrack, or she's like
she's a voice. Yeah.
I didn't know it was a real life movie. So, bro.
He was shocked, and I tell y'all,
for the first time in my life, I felt white.
Shut up.
Because I wasn't expecting to see a black mermaid being black.
He was overwhelmed. Like, he just really was like, what?
Bro, I've never been more confused in my life because this whole time I've been thinking like Halle was the voice of like the CGI. And that's why I was like, why is everybody mad that a cartoon character is voiced by a black person? That happens all the time.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite cartoons have been voiced by black women especially.
Yep.
But then I saw the trailer and I was like, yo, like what is going on? Like because like now I'm like this is a whole new story.
Yeah.
A white mermaid is one thing. A black mermaid, that's not. It's no way the story going down the same in my head.
Really?
It's not the same story anymore. Ariel becomes Ariel.
Man.
Okay, it's not the same.
You egg.
It's not the same mermaid.
Down bad for that. Bruh. She not even like, she literally just pale. I promise, if she had blonde hair, or I mean not blonde hair, but if she had straight hair, nobody would really see the difference, to be honest, if you look at it. It's just the dreadlocks.
I'm still gonna watch it, but
I'm gonna watch it too.
I was shocked, appalled.
I'm happy about it. I'm not even gonna lie, and I'm happy about it because I think I'm a musical person, and to see that these Disney princesses are becoming live makes and they are casting all types of people, that just kind of like gives me hope that black women. Basically, like we could be in those shoes. Like, I mean, we wanted to be in those shoes and wanted to be like that when we were little. So I'm just happy as far as like acting wise and for black women. This is, however, this is uncharted water, right? So
no pun intended. Okay, I see you. Uncharted water for a mermaid.
Yeah, so like I know she expect backlash. I mean, you know what I'm saying, and I expect it too because it's like, you really merging two worlds, honestly. Ooh, another pun intended. It's really a whole new. Okay. All right, I quit. But anyway, yeah. So I'm excited about it. I mean, it is kind of weird. I'm not even gonna lie. It's even weird for me, and I'm happy about it. But it's just because it's just weird to see like a black mermaid, right? I mean, a lot of people didn't even know. Yeah, about mermaids. But anyway, so but I hope the storyline doesn't change.
It gotta change.
It's no way, Jonathan. How? Why?
How can you have a black mermaid?
And she have a daddy. Why the daddy can't be white?
You got a black mermaid. You think the story gonna be the same?
Yes. Why the daddy can't be white?
There's no way. Sorry, hate to break.
I mean, like, what is it? It's literally about a girl who just with her daddy, and she got sisters, and then she wants something she can't have, and then she try to go get it from the wrong place. That sound like black people? That literally sound like black people. But I will say something that's different. Did you hear the song? The song is different.
I don't know the original song.
It's just playing the whole.
Mermaid was one of those VHS movies that I remember we watched, but I always fell asleep on.
Yeah, because it's kind of boring to boys. Honestly, it's like it's no action.
But no, it's just the way it's shot. Like it's it's so that's like sleep music.
Yeah, like it is, and even her sound is like the sound.
It puts you to sleep.
That's why I said it's like boring. It's not even action. It's just like for boys. It's more of romance and wishing for women. So girls like that. But I'm still excited. I'm proud of her. That's awesome.
I can't lie.
He got turned off. I'm just gonna.
I wasn't turned off. I was shocked. I was shocked. I'm not gonna.
But it's probably because you already had what you thought the movie was gonna be.
Yeah, I thought it was a cartoon. I thought it was gonna be like how I don't know what the cartoon is called, but like movies like Soul, like when they look like that.
Oh, okay.
Not like cheap cartoon, but like fancy Pixar cartoon.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Oh, no, it's a real one, buddy.
So
it's a real one.
I'm not too upset. But I
will say that her personality saves her a lot in this role because her personality is like Ariel. Like she is this calm, seemingly like petite princess. Like her vibe is what I always got from her, even from when she was Chloe and Halle.
Right.
So I think that kind of makes people happy too to see her. Like, okay, it's kind of weird, but like if you look at her and think about who she is, okay, I could see it, So, and then her voice is beautiful. Perfect for
that. Let's talk about this. The Queen died.
Queen Latifah.
I can't tell you anything about the structure of the government over there. I don't know who's next in line, how long they'll be in line. I don't know.
I don't know either, but I did see that people were posting that his children are now princess and prince. And I'm like, how is that possible? Like, what? I don't even know.
I don't know how it works. To be real with you.
Used to be Duchess. Yeah, that's a different ballgame press.
It's weird. She's been alive a long time.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's weird.
So it is weird that she's not alive anymore.
That's crazy.
But I don't really have thoughts. Like people and it's okay to say that. Like people have to get to a place in life where they can just be honest and say, "Hey, I don't have thoughts or a think piece on the queen." That doesn't mean anything bad. Like
absolutely.
So that's how I feel about that.
I agree too.
That's all we got for the queen. I'll pray for the family. They're definitely part of my general prayer.
Yeah.
You know, we pray for the world daily, so obviously they're in it. But
yeah.
What else I want to talk about? Oh, Woman King. I'm excited to see this movie.
Oh, I am excited.
I think we get to see VD in a role where she is very, what's the word? Aggressive. Mm-hmm. Like most of her roles, like some of them are like strong natured, but like this is like
strong black lead.
This is like action, right? She's strong black lead. Like I feel like every time they have a movie role, they're like strong black lead. It's like
it's Viola Davis.
Viola Davis. But I am excited to see her in this like Black Panther-ish role.
Fighting role. Yeah.
So aggressive. I definitely will be there.
Warrior.
To see that.
I'm so excited, and I like the cast too, so I'm excited too. And I just watched like a lot of their behind the scenes work, like how they had to get in shape and all the stuff they had to do. They
really went out.
They really was training like warriors. Like, so I thought that was really cool.
It
looks good.
I hope people don't confuse this or think it's a part of. Like, so many people already call it Black Panther. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Black Panther 2? I'm like, this is
we have one black movie.
This is not everything. This is not that. But anyway, I'm excited to see that. What other movies? I'm just going through. I wanted to talk about it for a little bit, but not like in depth. Okay, there are certain movies that I feel like are just doing too much with the like. It's like too demon playish, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, and like some, bro, like, we was talking about when we saw like weird. The Doctor Strange.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Multiverse. It was some parts in the movie I'm like, should I pray right now?
Right,
like,
is my heart safe? Am I safe?
And I'm not, like, bro, but anyway, like, we was watching the Jamie Foxx and it's like,
why?
It's bad to get past the first scene. It's like, bro, what is this?
Because, like, just why? Like, honestly, like, why? And I felt like, literally, is this going to be funny saying this? But if I was a vampire, I would feel offended. Just because, wow, people have played us so, okay, you know, we might be scary, but we're not really scary. But this was out of control. This scene on that show, y'all, it's called Night Watch, I think. Out of control. That first scene, I thought I was watching The Exorcist, not... Right. I thought I was watching Emily Rose. Worse than Emily Rose, honestly. I thought I was watching, I don't even know. It was just, what in the world? Possession or something. That's exactly what it was. What it reminded me of. I was overwhelmed. I turned it off. I said, I can't even watch it. And I like movies like that. It's bad, but I like movies. I like to watch movies like that, like superstition movies. But everybody should have a line that they don't cross. And I got one. And that crossed my line. Okay. It was, if it's going to give me fear, turn it off. Period. If I'm scared, I'm turning it off. So I don't recommend that. And I did see people on social media talking about
it
was just shocking. Like wow.
some stuff really does go too far. I personally feel like people are running out of ideas, so they just try to keep going as deep into the genre that they
it's like
so that's
what was the reason?
Like
what is the reason?
What else? Is there anything else I got?
The movie about Queen Latifah and
talking to Mike.
Anyway. Yeah, I'm forgetting we literally live. I forgot what it's called though. So that movie on Netflix with Queen Latifah and Ludacris, I would have never put them two together, but
it was decent.
They complement each other, I think.
It was a good little quick movie. It
was a good little quick movie. It was
a blockbuster film.
Right.
Queen Latifah is still
that woman.
She's still acting. That's Queendom to me.
She's that woman. She's
really nice.
She's it. It was good though. I like it. It was like a family movie. It was kind of honestly, but it was a good movie. It was pretty good.
Right.
And there is a movie that we watched about what it's called that he was like everybody should watch this movie. The black movie with the doctor.
I forgot the name.
Oh dang it!
Yeah,
y'all, that's a good movie.
Thank you. You just bringing up stuff and not knowing the name. That's a good job. Very good job as a co-host. Good job. Thank you. Moving on. Let's see. What else I want to talk about? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about why we were actually discussing this on our way home the other day because I don't know what prompted this discussion, but I was talking about two things. One is I felt I think we were talking about times we felt disrespected in our relationship. And I told Dom I felt disrespected when she called another person, another guy,
So
to
silly.
help her with car trouble early on in our relationship. To me, like
Very early, y'all.
I felt like she cheated on me. Like I felt worse
It
than
was
being
so
cheated
sad.
on because it's like when your car breaks down, you're gonna call the first person you call is like the person that you
My
put your faith in that can
God.
deliver. So for you not to call me and call another guy, that hurt.
Okay, y'all. Now I know y'all got y'all thoughts about me from what he said, but let me explain. There's two sides to each story. Now I was on the phone, okay, with my cousin. Her boyfriend at the time was always talking to her. I think they were like either by each other or close, just leaving each other. Anyway, I was on the phone with her and I heard my car, like I think the bottom of my bumper kind of like just was hanging, right? And got annoyed with it because it was very loud. And I was like, somebody need to take this bumper off. I need to pull over inside the road because it started hanging longer, like it was lower. So my cousin's boyfriend was literally right around the corner. And she was like, oh, I'm going to just call such and such. He gonna come and help you. So I'm like, cool. So it's literally not that serious about my car breaking down. It was literally like a bumper hanging down. Why would I call my quote unquote, I don't worry. Yeah, your boyfriend, girl, but like my fresh boyfriend, he's at work. I don't want to disturb him. My cousin's boyfriend is literally right there. I literally could just tell him, okay, yeah, he can come, and it was a very quick thing. Thank you. Bye. It was very short. It was just a bumper, and he was just so sad that I didn't call him. Like, dude, it's a bumper.
She didn't even tell me. That's the other part that she's like. She
Cause
told me,
I didn't think that was serious.
She told me like 3 days later.
Like, cause
no,
what?
she told me 3 days later
then my
when I
car's-
looked and I was like,
Where's your-
what happened to your stuff? And then she explained it. I was like, bro, what? Like, you didn't tell me. But fast forward,
because he got his chance. Trust me.
fast forward a year and a half later, Dom coming over to the apartment to chill, trying to go back home.
Right before work, bro.
She about to go to work. Actually, she came over before work, about to go to work, back to work. What was it? Lunch break? I don't know. Anyway, she was trying to get back to work.
Yeah.
Or get to work. Car wouldn't start.
Yep.
She going out there. She thinks it's the battery, thinking she got to call somebody to jump her off. Mm-hmm. I'm like, girl, pop the hood. I'm going to get you out of here. So she do her little
And I
thing.
literally was like, what? You don't know what you're doing.
So she do a little thing. I'm doing my mechanic stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. Boom, it's your starter. Do you have a little metal rod? She's like, yeah, look in the trunk. Mm-hmm. I get out the tire iron, go under the hood, tap the starter, bing, 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 bing. Stuff you do, just little mechanic stuff. Boom, car start right up. The look on her face.
Y'all, the look on my face obviously showed him everything he needed to see because he clearly read me like a.
That's when I knew she liked
Like
me,
a
bro.
buck.
Like
That was it.
from that
That's when
moment
I
on-
knew I liked him too.
Right,
That's when I liked him.
right,
I think I might have loved him after that, honestly.
right. So
Because that was a worry for me. My daddy do not play that. He'd be like, nah, get you somebody who can help you. Even though he wants to help me. But like that's a father's checkbook. Like check in there.
yeah,
So
definitely was.
I always was thinking about that, like, okay, like everything else was checking out. So I feel like that was like the last moment. Like, and obviously you guys, I don't know, you guys probably haven't seen this, but JT comes off, he dresses nice. He makes sure he looks good. He's decent all the time. Okay. It's never never. He's always out. And people think he's like a pretty boy. Like people think that he's just like a pretty boy. Like he don't get his hands dirty. He don't, do anything, which he really don't. But if he has to, he will. So I was nervous because I'm looking at him too. Like I didn't know anybody who dressed like that. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know anybody who carried themselves well as him. So that was my last thing to check off before I just was gun the frick hoe. Okay. And when I saw him do that to my car, I was like, all right, well, that's my yes. I guess I'm in love.
No, and I literally remember like from that day forward.
And I never told him that, but he literally told me the other day. He was like, I think that's when you started liking me, when I helped you
It
with your
was.
car.
Let's keep it
And
honest.
that's so crazy though, because I literally never told him that. I never told him that's what I wanted. That's what I was waiting for. I never told him that.
So you was just waiting on me to do something manly.
Yeah, that's it. Because that was the last thing. You had literally checked all my boxes. I know my parent would want me to be with somebody like that, who could do something like that. Not necessarily that was manly, because you were doing manly things. But like my car, I know I had a lot of car trouble. So that is a big thing for them. Like somebody who can help me with that. And that was a big thing for me too, because I hated having to call them. Like always calling my daddy. Like he got to leave from work. I got to wait for him to come from work. Like I didn't like that. So that was like the icing on the cake. Like the door to be like, come on in. Like, yeah, I was so happy. Like my man know how to fix a car. My man know how to fix. Y'all
That's
should
so
see JT's face.
rude. Like,
My man know how to fix a car. And then it was the fact that it wasn't like it wasn't like, no book thing, like where you just look at it. Oh, I know what this is. It was something that you clearly had to have been through or saw, because like who would just be like, oh yeah, hit it or do something with it. Clearly, it was based off of his experience, and I think that is what made me happy.
that's very, like, if I said, like, if I was to get on here as a guy and
Oh
say,
my God.
it wasn't until you washed the dishes that I was like,
I
you're
came
the
home
one.
and the house was clean.
Yeah, like, bro, it's like the most basic thing. Like,
It's not. You gotta be careful, bruh. Cause I mean, I literally gotta be careful. They got people out here acting like they know what they doing, they know all this stuff, and then you get with them, and then they just be, you gotta change the tire on the side of the road.
I mean, so that's the thing. That's why, like, I can change the tire, but do I want to do it on the side of the road? Like,
No, but you're not gonna let me do it either.
No,
So
I might.
I
might.
No, you're not.
No, I would.
You wouldn't, because I remember something about my car. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna train the oil. He was like, no, you're not. I was gonna check the oil. I can't even check my own oil. He was like, no, you're not. I was like,
Like, what you gonna do with that information? You're not gonna go there and buy oil and put it in.
I'm not, but I can let you know.
So I might as well just do it. Like,
Okay, what if I was gonna buy the oil and give it to you?
I still might as well do it. You don't know what kind of oil to get. What kind of
I
oil?
can call somebody else.
Exactly. So if you gonna do all that, call me.
I can literally Google.
Man, whatever.
Like, you just don't want me to do it. And I told him I could cut the grass. He like, no.
That's a hell. That's a hell no.
Because I really want to learn how to cut grass.
All right. So, what else we got? It's just been a lot.
Removing.
Why are you telling people our business?
Because you literally told them on Instagram. He was like, we're getting ready to move.
Oh, I did say that. I didn't get it. Yeah, y'all will see more of that. When yeah, that's it. We just had to clear up some stuff. Get back in on the mic. It's been a minute. Make sure our stuff work. We don't even know. Like, we had to double check because we was out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Supposed
man,
to be a
these
week, and they
kids,
came
bro.
in 2 weeks, bro. Because, like,
out of control.
we literally was like, okay, this is a perfect week for us to take off. Major sick. Evan about to start school. Perfect. It's just like the stars aligned, and we'll just take
and
a
it
break.
was a lot anyway. So.
Right, cool. Then the next week come, Journey's fully sick.
Like fully sick.
The whole week, too.
I'm like, oh my God.
She was sick the whole week.
Bruh.
Like, she didn't give us no break.
Yes, like the weekend.
And she not the type that even while she's home all day, she's still fussing.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally. So
yeah, like when our boy was sick, we really just had to worry about him when he had a fever. Other than that, he was fine.
yeah, he was good.
But Journey is, we already know she run the house. Y'all know she run the house already. So imagine her being sick, and imagine her can't breathe out of her nose.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And she's hungry, and then she can't eat sometimes because she just don't want to feel like it, but she's still hungry. It's just like women. You're right, just women. Like, that's just what Journey is, just a little woman. So, it was a lot.
Well,
but it's over, thank God.
It's good, man. You know
Thank
what I'm saying?
God.
And like, even when we took our son to the hospital, I was telling, only because his fever be getting high, and we made sure he don't got like malaria or something.
Yeah.
But no, like, bro, like, just to hear like the different things kids are coming there with, like, like kids in there,
It's
like,
crazy.
with real stuff, like.
I mean, yeah, like when we were in there in the ER kind of thing. We literally like 4 different families came in and with 4 completely different things.
And you got like kids with
little
pneumonia,
kids.
Like you got babies who need surgery.
Yeah, it's crazy.
hernias,
Stab,
you got
just
staph,
everything.
And so
Diarrhea, like oh my god.
To be able to go in a clinic and walk out, like that's why I always tell her like, yeah, it sucks, but I'm thankful.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah,
they can
stay home and get better. I'm not gonna complain at all because, I mean, we left parents there, and I feel like we pass that parking lot every day.
And people still, yes, so, it really is.
Yeah, I always count my blessings. Like it sucks, but I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah.
And then I just know, every time they get sick and get better, and then I'm like, okay, their immune system is stronger now. They're stronger.
Yeah, I mean, our kids have did very well this year, and I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they did very well, and we try to give them vitamins every day. And I know a lot of people are like, "Well, vitamins don't work." Some people be like, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm gonna give it to them anyway, right? But this year, our children I mean, that was their first time getting sick like that, like to where we have to miss work and like for a week, like, right. And so they used to get sick a lot when they were little, and so like that was kind of like a happy moment for us too, because I mean, the year's almost out. And they just got sick. So I'm really proud of them and their immune system. They're clearly growing and getting stronger. So even our little baby, Journey, she's 2. So they're doing pretty good. And then Evan didn't get it, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, but anyway, that's it. We will got a lot of stuff to update.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot, not too much stuff. Really just the journal.
Few.
Gotta get the journal out.
Mm-hmm.
That's the next step. We'll talk about that next week. I'm thinking we can probably start rolling it out. Maybe send a few copies to special people. So
that's to do something, yay.
Oh, last thing, bro, and we're really out of here this time. Okay. I always say like people are attainable. And sometimes I do stuff to just test that theory.
Yeah.
So for example, we during the course of one of our podcasts, we had a portion where we discussed Auntie Tabitha. And I was like, I'm just going to post this clip because I want to prove to people that anybody can see your stuff if you just post it and tag them. Like, people are attainable. And literally, like, I posted it, tagged her, and, like, within 5 minutes, she, like, liked it. And, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, like,
she did.
Bro, I tell people.
She did.
Everything that you want in life is attainable. Yes. The people that you want to connect with are attainable. But what are you going to do when you get the attention that you're asking for? Like what? Like so many people are like, for example, they want to be a musician. They want to be a singer. They want to be a dancer. They want to be this. What are you going to do if you got the attention that you're asking for? That's why I tell all the time. Like, Don want to be a singer. But right now, if she got the eyes from every record label, what you go give them? Like, what have you done? What have you worked on? Like, what project have you put together? What do you have?
What have you been doing to get this? Like, how do I know you really want this? Like,
so yeah, that's pretty much it. What are you gonna make sure you're ready? So when you call attention and it comes,
is you ready to give them a show? Period.
So,
you've been working on your stuff in your downtime.
That's it.
Any way you got to.
Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay blessed. Thank y'all for waiting for us.
Thank y'all for y'all love, consistency.
Yeah,
remember,
bro.
we don't like fans. We like friends and supporters.
Yeah, say that again. Say that.
We don't like fans. We like friends and supporters.
Facts.
That's it. Period.
Yeah, bro. The podcast still lit. It's still here.
Yep. Still here, rocking with us.
Sometimes your kids get sick and you can't record. It's real life.
It's real life.
But, we got to plan for that. We'll have some batch stuff. Just say.
Yeah, we got to do better with batching.
Working on
but it's gonna come.
To have like some collab episodes ready to drop. Some of the stuff that may not make the main show. We got some stuff. We not gonna let this happen again. Especially once we move, definitely gonna be able to kind of
for sure
do our thing then. So, all right, goodbye.
Bye guys. Good night.